Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fine and this finds you in good health, all right? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, all right? Where we want to talk about things that are happening in our beautiful country politically. My name is Madini Classic and this is another good time that we want to discuss about what is happening right now. Ladies and gentlemen, new details are coming in kila siku. DCI wanakuja na ripoti kila siku, wanafanya investigations bado zinaendelea, lakini tayari kwa habari njema ni kwamba main suspect amepatikana na anaitwa William Emoli. I think kwa majina mengine ni Omar Shakir, ambaye pia amepatikana kwamba ndo alifanya yale mauaji. Lakini kando na hiyo kuna mambo mengine mengi makubwa ambayo nataka tuzungumzie. Kuna vitu ambavyo vinajitokeza kama tulivyoona jana. Philip Nason aliitwa na DCI kufanya report. Tunataka kujua ni kwa sababu gani, kwa sababu naye pia amejulikana na inasemekana kwamba yeye pia ni suspect, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you back a little bit, alright? Ukikumbuka kipindi ambacho hichi kitu kilifanyika, haya mauaji, mimi nilifanya analysis hii, na wakati nilikuwa nafanya analysis hii nakumbuka the first thing that I said ni kwamba mimi ni mtu ambaye before niwaletee habari fulani ama yote nafanya upekuzi zaidi, nafanya research. Kwa hiyo nilifanya research na nakumbuka nikiwaambia kwamba nilipokuwa natembea kwenye mtandao wa TikTok nilipatana na video ambayo ilikuwa inaelezea kitu ambacho kinafanyika Homa Bay County, right? Na kitu ambacho niligundua kwamba kinafanyika Homa Bay County, one of them ni kwamba Homa Bay County imegeuka sijui nitawekaje, lakini imegeuka sehemu ya vita, right? Kando na politics, kando na development ambazo wananchi wanataka kawaida, Homa Bay County imegeuka sehemu ambayo kitu kikubwa ambacho kinafanyika pale ni vita, usiku, mchana, jioni. Right now niko na maswali ambayo nataka tuzungumzie. First, sasa hivi tukiangalia the way investigation inaendelea kwa speed ya juu, unashangaa ni kwa sababu gani, right? Tukiangalia kwa makini, tuanze nyuma kidogo. Wakati Gladys Wanga alitoa speech ya kwanza, aliblame UDA, right? Na akasema kwamba hichi ni kitu ambacho tumezungumzia hapa, lakini wacha tuizungumzie tena vizuri kwa sababu ina maana. Alisema kwamba hatukusign MOU so that our people can be killed and assassinated, right? I think hichi ni kitu ambacho kimesukuma sana serikali ya William Ruto kujaribu na kutaka kuhakikishia Wakenya, right, kwamba hichi kitu ambacho kimefanyika haijafanywa na serikali ya Ruto, na nafikiri hiyo statement ndo imepelekea mpaka sasa hivi investigation ya Ong'ondo Were inaenda mbio. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, tukiangalia kwa makini now, Kenyans are demanding for a real CCTV footage of the main suspect, right? Hicho ndo kitu ambacho wananchi wa Kenya wanataka kuona sana sana, right? Na jana, siku ya jana, tukirudi nyuma kidogo, yule ambaye tuseme kwamba amekuwa akiwania hichi kiti na Ong'ondo Were, like tuseme kwamba yule mtu ambaye pia amekuwa akipigania hichi kiti cha ubunge alisamoniwa na DCI, na kwenye speech yake ukisikiza kwa makini, kitu ambacho alisema ni kwamba hii ni kitu ambayo imefanywa na county government ya Homa Bay, right? Ladies and gentlemen, nataka usikie speech yake kwa makini, then we come back and continue.
Yeah, my name is Philip Aroko. Today is Wednesday. The last 30 minutes I saw some tweet from the DCI that I'm requested, or rather I'm directed to report to the DCI concerning the death of my MP. So being a law-abiding citizen, I decided to bring myself here, okay? I know this is politics and I'm ready for it. I started it and I want to pursue it to the last bit of it. The bitterness that is in my constituency, people are crying, people have been killed, people have been maimed. I personally have been to DC headquarters more than 7 times. Okay, I've written letters regarding those who have been killed and those who have been maimed. I wrote a letter to the DCI. I wrote a letter to the police station in my village, that is the Yungis. I reported. I personally took the OCPD, OCS, all those level of security organs to the scenes of where people have been hacked, people have been maimed, and there's nothing that has taken place. Now, the situation that we are in is very unfortunate. I don't want to talk about it because it's under investigation, and I want to leave it for the police to do their job. They summoned me to come. I am here. If anybody has anything that wants to ask me, I'll be ready to answer it. Okay? But I want to tell the people of Homa Bay County that the politics in that county has been turned into madness. It is not politics. It is thuggery. And I saw the governor pushing so much for me to be called here. She's even making calls to the police for me to be called here to make a statement. She has achieved it now. But if she has something that she's sure about, then she has to prove a push for me to come here. I want to tell her that we're changing the politics from thuggery to civilized politics in that constituency. Because those who fight people, those who kill people, those who maim people are employees of the county government of Homa Bay. They are on her payroll. She's never talked about anything. But she's achieved this one, that she has pushed for me to be here. I know the main reason is because of the burial. I'm 100% if I'm there, they will feel the heat because of the people that support me. So that's why I probably think she has pushed for me to come and record statement. I'm ready for it. Okay? You get it? But the media also, you guys must also highlight things that are affecting our people, things that can make politics change in the entire country. That we are not going to worship people. The only two people that we can worship may be the president and Raila Amolo Odinga. We cannot worship governors. It's not possible. That if I don't toe a line, then I'm a victim. We are not going to engage in politics of intimidation. I'm not here to be intimidated. I want to confront myself. I want to front myself for this position. We were planning to have election in 2027, peaceful election. And I even told the late that I would want to beat him in a fair election. Okay? But now I'm called. I'm surprised to be called about about the murder of the MP. I'm not partisan. I cannot be a part of that kind of life. I started this thing 3 years ago, and my people have been hit each and every time. I've got a file for the victims, that people have been hacked in the head, people have been chopped, their hands have been chopped, some people have been killed, and all sorts of nonsense. But that is it. That is politics for this country that we want to change to be a positive way of doing politics. So I want to urge everyone that we have to be law-abiding citizens, okay? That's why I'm here today. But this story about painting people, tainting people's names so that they get bad in the ballot box when time comes for election is a thing of the past, okay? These are things that we're not going to let go. That if you are a serious competitor, then people find news for you. You get it? That people want to taint you. People want to paint you negative for the public to get a wrong perception. Okay? This is the kind of politics that we want to get rid of. That we have to be leaders. We cannot be leaders who incites people. We cannot be leaders who tells people not to attend burial because they don't belong to a political party. Nonsense. I know the politics in our region, and it is about the greater Rachuonyo. The greater Rachuonyo comprises of Kasipul, it comprises of Karachuonyo, then it comprises of, the third part of it is Kabondo Kasipul. That is the backbone of Homa Bay County, okay? I come from Kasipul, which is the backbone of Homa Bay County. So anybody strong who wants to come up is getting intimidated for people to ride. We are elected to serve the people of our constituencies and our county governments and national governments, okay? So guys, I thank you so much for being here. I've brought myself here, okay? I brought myself here so that I can hear what the police has to say about the summon that they've given me. But if anybody has anything that he feels is linking me, then I will respond, okay? Yeah. I don't know if anybody has something that has mentioned me or has linked me for me to be summoned. I know probably the president will be there for the burial, and they want to point me as in the presence of the president. Maybe they think there may be chaos. Me, I'm not a chaotic man. Never. I've never been a chaotic man. So they want to block me from accessing the burial because she knows and they know that the people are behind us. Thank you guys so much.
Naam, ladies and gentlemen, apart from that kuna maswali ambazo watu wanajiuliza hapa na pale, right? Kitu cha kwanza ambayo watu wanajiuliza ni kwamba an MP whose life is in danger is guarded by an armless bodyguard goes to deposit money and how they know. He's the one who sits in the left, who left the parliament, right? In a simple term, huyu mtu anauliza kwamba MP ambaye anajua vizuri sana kwamba maisha yake yamo hatarini, itakuwaje itakuwaje anatembea na bodyguard ambayo kwanza ana silaha? Hicho ni kitu cha kwanza. Cha pili, hawa wauaji tuseme the assassin alijuaje kwamba huyu jamaa tayari ametoka kwenye parliament, right? Ladies and gentlemen, hii story ya parliament pia imeleta issue asubuhi ya leo. Sifuna alikuwa anazungumza na akiwa anazungumza na Citizen ameuliza swali kwamba ni kwa sababu gani parliament itself ilikataa kutoa ile CCTV footage ya kuonesha wakati Ong'ondo alikuwa anatoka kwenye parliament, right? Na it's 5 days later, ndio siku ya jana nafikiri, inasemekana kwamba parliament iliruhusu ma DCI kwenda kuchukua ile CCTV footage ambayo inaonesha vile alitoka, njia ambayo alifuata akitoka parliament na vitu kama hizo. So hii ni kitu ambayo inaleta maswali mengi sana. Watu bado wanaendelea kujiuliza ni kwa sababu gani serikali inajaribu kufunika, kwa sababu ukiangalia watu walikuwa na expect kwamba the first thing yenye ingefanyika, investigation ingeanzia sehemu alitokea, which is parliament, right? Kule parliament, akitoka parliament, hapo ndo investigation ingeanzia, watu waone vizuri kwamba huyu jamaa alitoka parliament hivi akaenda hivi, lakini parliament walizuia hiyo CCTV footage mpaka 5 days later ndio wakapeana. So kuna speculations kwamba unaweza pata kwamba hiyo CCTV footage maybe inaweza kuwa labda imeeditiwa, vitu vingi vimefanywa, lakini inasemekana kwamba kifo cha Ong'ondo Were ni kifo ambayo inajulikana na watu wakubwa serikalini. Tusichukue kwamba vile watu wanasema kwamba ni mtu ambaye pia serikali yake, uongozi wake alikuwa ni mtu ambaye ana damu kwenye mikono yake, ndio labda imepelekea mpaka vitu kama hivi vinafanyika. Hapana. Lakini pia ukiangalia speech ambayo alitoa jana Osoro alikuwa anasema vizuri kwamba kabla atoke kule bungeni alikuwa ni mtu ambaye tayari ana mawazo mengi, na alikuwa ameenda kaketi sehemu peke yake, na alikuwa mtu ambaye anafikiria sana. That means alikuwa anajua watu ambao wanamzunguka sio watu wazuri, na I think hivyo ndo vitu ambavyo vilimpelekea pia ku lose focus, kujua kwamba labda kuna mtu ambaye anaweza kuwa ananifuata na vitu kama hivyo. Ladies and gentlemen, now the driver and the bodyguard are arrested, na watu wanajiuliza maswali ni kwa sababu gani. Lakini before tuingilie hiyo kiundani, nataka uone video hii ambayo ina explain vizuri. Iko na footages ambazo zinaonesha suspect alivyomfuata Ong'ondo Were, sehemu ametoka mpaka pale sehemu ambayo bodyguard wake alitoka kwenda kuweka pesa kwenye M-Pesa, kurudi, na bodyguard mwenyewe alikuwa amesema the whole incident caught him unaware. Nataka uangalie video hii alafu turudi tena.
Detectives from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations have forensically reconstructed Honorable Were movements from Parliament building to the location of his shooting. According to a CCTV footage, a white Toyota Mark II Grande is seen outside Equity Bank, opposite Parliament buildings at the Parliament Road and Harambee Avenue intersection. The shooter, main suspect William Emoli Shigali, alias Omar Shakur, who was wearing a white sweater and a maroon Marvin, is dropped. William Emoli, alias Omar Shakur, is seen carrying a black sling bag believed to have been used to carry the fire. A motorbike arrives and parks next to where Omar Shakur was standing. Shakur is then seen leaning on a pole in front of the Equity Bank. At exactly 7:23 p.m., MP Charles Were is seen leaving Parliament buildings in a white Toyota Crown. And immediately, the suspects boards the motorbike and they followed the route where the MP's car was heading. And at exactly 7:49 p.m., Were is captured at Wabera Street, where the bodyguard alights and goes to an M-Pesa shop where he deposited 20,000 Kenyan shillings. 1 minute later, at exactly 7:50, the main suspect in the white sweater and the black sling bag is captured passing by the M-Pesa shop. And few seconds later, the bodyguard leaves the M-Pesa shop and gets into the car. 9 minutes later, at exactly 7:59 p.m., Were's car is again captured along Valley Road in traffic. Yet again, at the same time, the motorbike carrying the suspect in the white sweater and a maroon Marvin carrying a black sling bag is seen trailing Were's white Toyota Crown. But this time, there is only one car between the suspect on the motorbike and Honorable Were's white Toyota car. Opposite Daystar University at Valley Road near the City Mortuary roundabout, Were's car stops to obey the traffic lights. And here, there was only one car ahead and then a traffic police officer who was controlling traffic at the roundabout. But this time, no car was between Honorable Were's Toyota Crown and the alleged killers. It is here that the pillion passenger alighted and pulled the trigger and fired 4 shots at the slain legislator before jumping back onto the motorcycle and speeding away towards Nairobi CBD. In Nairobi CBD, the white Toyota Mark II Grande, which dropped the main suspect, is again captured picking the alleged shooter, William Emoli, alias Omar Shakur, who disappeared before he was again arrested by detectives on Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the insiders, inasemekana kwamba Gladys Wanga ako na mikono kwenye kifo cha Ong'ondo Were, right? Hichi ni kitu ambacho watu wengi sana wanasema kwamba inaonekana kwamba Gladys Wanga ni mtu ambaye anajua kitu ambacho kinafanyika, na pia ukiangalia mtu kama Philip Aroko ambaye amezungumza, ameweka wazi kwamba hata Wanga ni mtu ambaye amejitahidi sana, amepigia mpaka mapolisi kuhakikisha kwamba yeye mwenyewe ameshikwa na amepelekwa for questioning. So hii kitu imeleta issues nyingi sana, na ukiangalia hata comments za watu wanasema kwamba inaonekana kwamba Wanga ni mtu ambaye anajua ni kitu gani kinaendelea. Na ukiangalia huyu Philip Aroko ambaye anazungumza na waandishi wa habari akiwaambia kwamba kitu ambacho kinaendelea tusichukulie kama ni serikali kuu, hapana. Hichi ni kitu ambacho kinaendelea Homa Bay County. And ladies and gentlemen, ukiangalia kwa makini yale maswali ambayo Kenyans wanapenda kusema body language ina majibu mengi. Yaani mtu akizungumza, ukiangalia tu body language hivi utagundua kwamba huyu kuna kosa iko sehemu fulani, kuna shida iko upande fulani. Kwa hiyo hata akizungumza Philip Aroko ambaye sasa hivi anaonekana pia ni suspect, anasema vizuri kwamba watu wanafaa kuichunguza sana Homa Bay County kuna mambo gani, right? Ladies and gentlemen, IG Kanja amezungumza na ametoa ripoti sasa hivi kulingana na ile investigation ambayo imekuwa ikifanywa, zile uchunguzi ambazo madaktari wamekuwa wakifanya kwenye mwili wa Ong'ondo Were ambayo inaonekana siku ya leo atasafirishwa mpaka Kasipul ambapo kesho anafaa kupumzishwa, right? Ladies and gentlemen, kabla ni kuache siku ya leo na upekuzi huu, nataka nikuchezee video ya IG Kanja akitoa ripoti yake rasmi. Muda hujapita sana, ni kama few minutes ameongea na akaelezea kwamba sasa hivi wale masuspects ambao tayari wako ndani ni kama watu 10 na bado investigation inaendelea zaidi, na endapo kama kutakuwa na watu wengine zaidi bado watapatikana kule ndani. Kwa hiyo nataka uangalie video hii then come back.
Honorable Charles Ong'ondo Were, Member of Parliament of Focus Pool, which occurred on April 30, 2025. At approximately 7:40 p.m. on April 30, 2025, the Honorable Charles Were was fatally shot while driving in a white Toyota Crown along Gong Road, near the City Mortuary roundabout in Nairobi. The vehicle had stopped at a red traffic light when a motorcycle carrying a rider and a pillion passenger pulled alongside. The pillion passenger approached the passenger side of the vehicle, fired multiple shots, and fled the scene on a motorcycle. The driver and the bodyguard, both unharmed, lurched the honorable member to Nairobi Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. A specialized team from the DCI Homicide Bureau, supported by forensics experts from the National Forensics Laboratory, was promptly deployed to the crime scene. The team conducted thorough examinations, collecting critical evidence that has significantly and advanced the investigations. Detectives reconstructed Ong'ondo Were's movement from Parliament to the site of the shooting, generating the key leads that have helped identify potential suspects. The driver and the bodyguard were taken into custody to assist in the ongoing probe. On May 2, 2025, an autopsy was conducted at Lee Funeral Home by Dr. Johansen Odwor, Chief Government Pathologist, in the presence of the Director of Homicides Investigations, forensics experts, family members, the legal counsel, representatives from Parliament. The examinations revealed that the Ong'ondo Were sustained 5 gunshot wounds, all entering the left side of his body. 2 bullets were recovered during the autopsy, and a third was found in the deceased's motor vehicle. These exhibits were submitted for ballistics analysis. Other exhibits collected at the initial stages of the investigations includes surveillance footage capturing critical movements before and after the incident, identification of a vehicle used to transport the suspects to the crime scene, and financial proceeds linked to the suspects. These exhibits are undergoing forensic analysis to further strengthen the case and clarify the circumstances surrounding Ong'ondo Were's murder. Thorough, meticulous forensic work, 4 suspects directly linked to the crime scene were arrested. Some of them are believed to be members of the Mujahideen, an organized criminal gang known for armed robberies in Nairobi Eastlands area. On May 5, 2025, the 4 suspects were presented before the JKA court, where investigators secured a 30-day custody order to facilitate further inquiries. The case is scheduled for mention on June 5, 2025. 2 additional suspects have been apprehended following the arrest. The 2 led investigators to residence where key evidence was recovered, including 2 firearms, a retrieved Falcon pistol, and a Sismas pistol, a bag, and a footwear matching the descriptions of items worn by one of the suspects at the crime scene. All the recovered items were submitted for forensic examinations. Furthermore, 2 more key suspects were arrested yesterday, bringing the number of suspects in custody to 10. Today, I stand before you with significant findings from comprehensive ballistic investigations regarding the tragic demise of Ong'ondo Were. The ballistics report we have received unequivocally links the Sismas pistol recovered from the residence of one of the suspects to the fatal shots that took his life. This critical piece of evidence not only identifies the weapon used in this heinous act, but also reveals its involvement in the series of other criminal activities. Specifically, the same firearm has been implicated in 3 separate robbery incidences across Nairobi and Kiambu counties, with the most recent crime occurring on April 26, 2025. This progress demonstrates the National Police Service commitment to resolving this case with the highest standards of professionalism and diligence. We will continue to pursue all the leads, analyze forensic evidence, and ensure that all perpetrators are brought to justice. We are grateful to the cooperation of Honorable Were's family, friends, and members of the public, whose valuable information has driven significant progress in this investigation. We urge anyone with additional information to contact their nearest police stations or use our toll-free lines. All information provided will be treated with utmost confidentiality. As I conclude, I want to assure all Kenyans that we are committed to pursuing this investigation with utmost diligence to ensure that all those involved are brought to justice. Further updates will be provided as the investigations progresses. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, inahuzunisha kwamba kifo cha Ong'ondo Were ni kifo ambacho it's just rolling around. Wale politicians, marafiki zake, wale watu ambao wako nao karibu. Kuna watu ambao pia wamewablame yule security, akasema kwamba huenda naye pia yuko involved kwenye kifo cha Were, na kuna watu pia wamemshtumu pia mpaka driver kusemekana kwamba yeye pia anaweza kuwa part of it, na this is a very very deep investigation inafaa kufanywa, tujue ni kitu gani ambacho kinaendelea, kwa sababu isipofanywa huenda kesho na kesho kutwa vitu vingine zikatokea. Lakini pia wananchi ni kama wamechoka na hii story, na wanasema kwamba mbona vile vifo vya Gen Z havikupewa kipaumbele kama hichi kifo cha Were, na nafikiri kama kitu kama hichi kinaweza kikafanyikia kiongozi, hiyo ina maana kwamba hata watu wa kawaida tunaweza tukapitia, lakini hakuna mtu atajali. Kwa hiyo I think it's a good decision for the government to follow up and do investigation on this specific incident that happened, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say thank you for being a member of Madini Classic and this community. It's inakuhitaji sana, it's a family, na vile nasema kila siku kwamba hii ni familia yetu. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our today's analysis, and I just want to say thank you very much for always being here. See you on the next episode. Bye bye.